Welcome to Ultrabook News, UMPC Portal video channel on YouTube. My name's Chippy and thanks for tuning in and watching this video, which is going to be an unboxing of the Lenovo Yoga 2 Pro, the very high resolution touchscreened yoga style device. Now, I've had a couple of videos of the Lenovo Yoga 2 Pro up before. We did some performance testing. I tweeted a picture about this super high resolution, the problem with some of the desktop apps that don't take in that resolution and readjust themselves, and we had hands-on when it was launched. And it really is quite a nice device when you think about the original Yoga 13, which was a very nice device. January 2012, I think we first saw that one. We've got a vast improvement in terms of design and weight on this, and something that can be really, well, something you could call a very good notebook with yoga capabilities, very much like the Yoga 11S, which is a very good sub notebook with extended usages, extended scenario usages because of the flexible screen. I won't say it can be used as a casual tablet because this is still 1.2 kilos, I think. So you've got that problem. So let's just take a quick look at it. It is an extremely stylish device. So we're talking about Core i5 or Core i7 processor here, a very fast SSD. We've got good connectivity, we've got a good backlit keyboard, and we've got a QHD resolution touchscreen inside there. Let me just see if I can just quickly take you around some of the ports and talk about those. I've got a bit of cloth in there, I'm just going to take that out. And then you can see we have probably rotation lock, volume up and down, that is headset, and then we've got USB 3 here. On the other side we've got power USB 3, this is a micro HDMI, and a full size, thank goodness, SD card slot. It's pretty clean around the rest of it, just fan output here as you get on the 11S, and nothing else at all. Maybe a lamp. Power switch is here on the right hand side at the bottom as well. Opening it up, I love these keys. These keys have a transparent white side to them. It just makes them look a little bit more stylish than your average all black keys. It is IdeaPad style, so it's not got that ThinkPad style of key press, but I'm testing the X240 ThinkPad at the moment, and I think I'm starting to prefer the IdeaPad style of keys to the latest ThinkPad buttonless touchpad and pointer setup. So very good keyboard as well. Obviously the glossy screen there, and 3200 by 1600, or is it 1800 resolution, QHD, extremely high resolution, and it looks fantastic under Windows 8 in Metro Modern mode, and under desktop once the font sizes are pushed up and the icon size is pretty good. You probably want to use Windows 8.1 with this, especially if you're using an external monitor, because it gives you the ability to adjust DPI settings on a per monitor basis, and you'll need to do that because standard Windows 8 will screw it up between the two screens. But there's one thing to mention. I mentioned it a few minutes ago. Some desktops apps don't pick up on the DPI being used, and they don't push the font sizes. A classic one we had was the Steam client install. The end user license agreement is unreadable. It's one of the first EULAs I've seen that actually fits on one page because the text is so small, but it's unreadable. You can't read it. Same with Power Director, the video editing software. You cannot use your finger to touch the elements on that because they're just too small. So beware. There are some problems. You can drop this down to 1920 by 1080, and we did that on the Lenovo, what was it we had recently? The Samsung AtiveBook 9. So we dropped the resolution to 1920 by 1080, which was nice and crisp and clean, and solved the problems. But it still leaves the question, why bother with QHD if you're going to drop it down to 1920 by 280? If you've got 2020 vision and your app works nicely within that resolution, then fine. go ahead. But I get the feeling that the QHD is there as more of a specification to excite people rather than really thinking about productive usage of a screen. So there's the fold back screen there. It goes all the way, and obviously once you're using it as a tablet, you've got the keys on the back. They lock out, so don't worry about you pressing those keys. I'm not sure at what angle the keys come into use. I think it's a little bit more than halfway actually, so something like that. I'll test it anyway, and that's quite important because you've got some usages here like this. What I like to use on a seat back on a plane, you'll be able to use it like that, and also like that. You want the keys to be locked out when it's like that as well. I think on the original 13 it wouldn't lock the keys out in that mode. So so what we'll do on the review, which will cut, I think it will be after Christmas now, we've got a lot of other stuff to be tested, is to give you an idea of more about the usage scenarios. This is going to be an excellent Ultrabook, we already know that, but I'm going to try and concentrate on some of the usage scenarios. I think this one is an interesting one, but of course we haven't got digitizer layer on this, so we can't get the pen out and start to digitize it. That is on the ThinkPad Yoga, of course, but not the IdeaPad Yoga 2 Pro. And there are some usage cases for the tablet as well. As I said, it's not a consumer focused tablet experience. It's not that lazy one-handed nice easy experience. It's actually more useful in portrait mode because you don't get the big heavy weight over that side. In landscape mode, one hand, it is pretty much unusable. But how about this? You've got a PowerPoint, you just want to get it and you just want to show it to a customer. That's a really nice way to show something to a customer. Okay, this is how much you're going to get on your pension, and you can flip that over and watch them cry, and obviously some gaming experiences as well, so you can just put that down and have some nice gaming experiences there as well. As I mentioned, that mode is usable, the easel mode is usable, and so there's definitely advantages to having this 360-degree rotation on touchscreen, even though the consumer usage scenarios aren't that great. Mouse pad, yep, IdeaPad style, and I'm not sure about upgrade possibilities. Dare I get the Torx screwdriver out and pop that back off? Is there any need to? I think this comes with, this one's the 8 gig version, where it's a Core i7 and it's got 256 gig SSD in it, so it's pretty much maxed out in terms of consumer Ultrabook specs. So stay tuned, and if you've got questions, if you've got specific things you might want me to test with the Yoga 2 Pro, I know a number of you have mentioned color cast on the screen. Original ones were going out with, I think it was a pink color cast on the screen, which I will check for on this one, and check to see whether it can be tuned out. There's a question about whether a new BIOS is going to fix that, but I will check that. And of course, fan noise is going to be critical, performance, can you use it for gaming, battery life, blah blah blah. That's it then for this video. Thanks for watching. Thank you to Lenovo for sending it over. Ultrabook News is where you'll see the review of this, but check us out on UMC Portal as well, where we're doing some Windows 8 Bay Trail based stuff right now. We've got a Dell Venue 8 Pro coming in, and the Toshiba WT8 8-inch tablet running Windows 8, running on Bay Trail quad core. So I'm really interested in covering that at UMC Portal. We've also got that Chromebook that was just been on a video before this one, and we've got the ThinkPad X240 video review coming up. So stay tuned for those, and if you want to be notified of stuff that's coming up, just subscribe somewhere down there, and you'll get notifications of all the new videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.